Out of the war in Ukraine, and today marking the first large-scale civilian evacuation from the bombed-out city of Mariupol. Hundreds had been sheltering in a mostly destroyed steel plant. It was the last Ukrainian stronghold in the seaport and important city. Meanwhile, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi meeting with Poland's president today and saying that Russia should be punished by, we're quoting now, the strongest possible military response, the strongest sanctions, end quote. Pelosi, not the only high-profile American official in the region these days. The leader of the New York Archdiocese and its 2.8 million Catholics, Cardinal Timothy Dolan, spending part of the weekend in Ukraine. His trip was secret until he left. And then Eyewitness News reporter Josh Einiger, the only reporter there when he crossed the border back into Poland. He spoke to the Cardinal live on Eyewitness News this morning. Josh joins us now live from Krakow with more on today's developments. Josh.
And Bill, after several days touring the region here in Poland and in nearby Slovakia, seeing refugees who had managed to flee Ukraine, Cardinal Dolan says he had to get into the country itself to see for himself those who could not escape. At a tiny, dusty border crossing in northeast Poland, Cardinal Timothy Dolan emerged from Ukraine, his visit short, his experience deep.
There's also kind of a serene climate of we don't know what's coming and we're realistic about it, but right now we just need to trust and get on with life. That said a lot to me. We come from America to see you.
The Cardinal slipped into Ukraine after dark Sunday night. The trip kept secret for security reasons. His mission to visit those displaced by war, people from eastern Ukraine who found shelter in the West, many of them deeply traumatized by the unprovoked madness waged by Russia.
We saw one young man who I'll never forget, who was in a bombing raid and hasn't spoken since then. So the trauma there, one cannot minimize. But in general, the people were confident, they were hopeful, they were grateful for the help they got. And so that was uplifting for me.
We want you to share this bread with us.
It's been an uplifting 5 days for Dolan, who arrived in the region Friday, traveling throughout Poland and Slovakia. He's been highlighting the work of Catholic relief agencies, but also met plenty of others. At the Krakow train station, site of a huge operation for refugees heading throughout Europe, the Cardinal met Adam Keene, who's leading a massive operation here for AmeriCares.
There's no doubt that this is on a scale in terms of the numbers of refugees and people displaced and people killed with some of the major disasters in recent history.
The Connecticut-based nonprofit ships medical supplies to disaster zones around the world. For this operation, workers are shipping 100 tons of medical supplies, packing them up at their warehouse in Stamford. Eventually, they make it to the Poland-Ukraine border, transferred onto Ukrainian trucks, and driven to medical facilities across the country.
This is a world historical event, this war in Ukraine, and to be a part of helping to alleviate some of the suffering is a rewarding thing. We're just a couple of months out from the start of the war, but there are going to be many, many months of recovery and probably years beyond that.
One thing that we have seen this past few days that we've been in Poland has been an overwhelming amount of support from the tri-state area here and over the border in Ukraine. Large organizations like AmeriCares, which is based in Connecticut, and everyday New Yorkers who have decided to book a flight. And we met one woman who booked a flight and checked in 32 pieces of luggage stuffed with goods needed by people in Ukraine.